Yeah, let's go. It's good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right. Can you also see me just so I know?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. I can't see your end. Is everything working on your end?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you want me to turn my camera?
Yeah, yeah. It just works better that way.
Okay.
What's good, man? What's good?
It's good.
Yeah. So, Andrew told me a little bit about you. He said you're working at Walmart. You wanted to get into something like high ticket sales.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, what's the reason behind that?
Yeah, well, I've been looking for ways to make more money, kind of somewhat. Uh, I'm kind of tired of my job at Walmart. So it's gotten a little stressful here and there. And then I'd come across some of Andrew's videos, and I was questioning if it was something I might want to try. And I was like, it seems a little interesting. Like, it might be a job that I enjoy to do. And then I was like, why don't I just give it a shot?
Right. Okay. Well, you said you're kind of just looking around. I mean, like, what do you know about high ticket sales?
From what I heard, Andrew, from what I heard, he was talking about how there's closers, and then how the two parts in which the ones that take care of the deals, like in the chats for the person running the course, and then the people who close hop on call with them for about 45 minutes or something to uh make the deal and get it into process. And yeah, that's mostly what I heard from what in the videos he talked about. And then
Mhm.
yeah, and I was thinking it might be an interesting job to do. Yeah.
Right. And real quick, are you able to put your phone down because you're like moving around a little bit too much?
Yeah, I can. Give me a second.
All right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So, yeah, okay. And he told me you were working at Walmart and then you were in high school. Like, what's kind of going on there?
Yeah, yeah. Right now I'm in my senior year, second semester. Yeah.
Oh, fire. Okay. And then with Walmart, like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, I've been working there since like February of last year. Um, yeah, it's not like a difficult job. It's not something I say is hard. It's not really difficult, but it's a little physically taxing because I work in the online ordering and delivery department. So we basically like prep online orders for people, take it out to their car and put it in their cars and stuff. And yeah, the pay isn't bad either, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, if the pay isn't bad, I mean, what was like, I guess, like, the intent behind getting to something like high ticket sales?
The intent, I guess my intent was that I wanted to try something new, and I also wanted to like I was looking for a higher pay than what Walmart gave me.
Okay. And with higher pay, like, how much were you looking to make with this?
From what I heard from the videos, he's saying that depending because the first part didn't they make like a 15% commission or like to 20%, and then it was 25 to 30. I was just I was thinking that I didn't know exactly how much. I wasn't thinking I could make like crazy amounts, but I was thinking that I could at least make more than I make from Walmart. Maybe roughly like maybe 2,000 a month, maybe.
Okay. And you said the first part. What does that mean? You said 15, 20, 30%. I'm a little confused there.
Yeah, yeah, like the closers and the I forgot what the other one was called.
Setter?
Yeah, 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 setter.
Okay. And then there's also DM sitter that goes into the DMs, right? Um, okay. And you're looking to make 2K a month. I mean, like, is that how much you want to make with high ticket sales?
I mean, I like to make as much as I possibly can, but it's something I think is realistic to extent from what I seem to hear.
Okay. Like, realistic is like 5K, like, as a setter, right? And then closer, it's upwards from there. I
Yeah.
mean, like, how long were you looking into high ticket sales? Because it seems like you don't really know much about it, if I'm being real.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't looked into like a while. I haven't delved into it deeply. Like I'm not like really that knowledgeable on it. But I'd mainly heard it from Andrew's account, so I was interested from there.
Okay. And then with Andrew, I mean, obviously, I know you guys are chatting it up in the DMs, but like, how long you've been knowing about like high ticket sales though? Like, that's just kind of like what has been in the back of my head.
Oh, like how long I've known it?
Yeah.
Mm, not been that long. Maybe like 2 weeks now.
Okay. I mean, were you kind of out there looking like with other people as well? Because I know there's like a bunch of other guys doing high ticket sales.
No, I wasn't looking with anybody else that I know. It was just me personally and by myself. I was looking at.
What?
Like, wait, let me understand the question. Like, do you mean was I looking with other people? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like other creators besides Andrew himself. Like, it's fine if you have, but I
Oh,
just like,
oh, no, no, no. I haven't heard of any other creative. I haven't seen any of them.
Okay. And then, I mean, dude, like it's an online space. There's a lot of stuff you can do out here, right? You can do drop shipping, day trading, crypto. Like, there's like a ton of stuff you can do. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Why did you choose to go with high ticket sales? Like, was it something specific that spoke out to you, like about sales?
I guess it was a mixture of the fact it didn't. It seemed like a job. Like I feel like me personally, I can interact with people easily, so it didn't feel like it'd
Mhm.
be like difficult, crazy for me. Like it didn't feel like it'd be difficult for me to perform the task, right?
Okay.
But there wasn't really necessarily something that called out to me like a greater aspiration or anything. It was just like it seemed like a job that I could do and I can manage, and it seemed like something that I'd be like I could actually like work well in.
Okay. What makes you say that this is something you feel like you can work well in?
Because I feel like I can be like good at like talking to people, socializing. Like I can talk. I think I can like talk well with people.
Okay. I mean, like, is that it?
Let me think. Like, uh, it's a mixture of like, yeah, like I said, I think I can talk well with people. I think I'm good at talking.
Yeah.
Um, what else? And I just it's kind of mainly. I kind of feel like I can be a good communicator. Like,
Okay. And I mean, that's like what everybody kind of tells me, dude. I'll be real. Like everybody comes on these calls, tells me, "Oh, I feel like I'd be good in sales because I'm good at talking to people." But
yeah,
like, you're not the first person to tell me that. Like, what actual qualifications do you think you have in terms of like coming into something like this?
like qualifications I have, like that would be good for sales.
Yeah.
Mm, I think honestly, I can't really necessarily think of anything right now on top of my head.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to know, just because I mean, this is a mentorship at the end of the day, right? We're here to provide you with some guidance. Honestly, we prefer it that you don't have any, qualifications. Just from there, we don't, have to make you unlearn anything you learned in the past, where you're in car sales, solar, insurance, right?
Yeah,
But coming to something like this, I mean, I know I already asked you, but you told me you want to make like what 2K bare minimum. Like you said, it was realistic.
yeah.
But I mean, knowing you haven't known about high ticket sales for that long, like, and I told you kind of like the average is like like 3 to 5K for setting. That's like hopping on the DAOs, um, basically booking in appointments and then closing calls, hopping on a laptop, making anywhere from around like 5 to 10K. I mean, like how much were you looking to make with high ticket sales? Like coming to something like this?
I was looking for more of like the setter range.
Okay, so like anywhere from like 3 to 5K.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say 5K just to be simple. And making 5K. I mean, how far are you away from that?
How far am I away from that?
Yeah.
Right now I have about like 500 saved up, but I think I could reach 5K if I saved up my Walmart paychecks like quite a bit for like a little bit for a while.
Okay. I mean, dude, that's not what my question was.
Oh,
What I meant to say was how far are you away from that 5K in terms of like how much are you making per month with working at
oh,
Walmart?
like how much I make from per month, like how far away I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite a bit away. I only make around like 800 a month.
Okay. And like you said you were in school, so I mean, are you able to like just pick up more shifts so you can make more money?
Yeah, I've tried to ask for more shifts, but
Mhm.
it's like we have quite a bit of people, but it's just my coach for my department. He's not really scheduling me for those days that I asked for.
Okay. I mean, is there a reason why?
He hasn't really said anything. He just doesn't. Like I'll ask him and he'll be like, okay, okay, and then sometimes he just doesn't consistently do it.
Okay. Well, you've been working there since last year, you said, right?
Yeah, February.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I mean we're in February right now. Since you've been working there for a year, so I mean, why haven't you? I guess like pick up more shifts. Shouldn't you be like, I don't assume like a little more closer to them.
Yeah, I've definitely I've communicated that I wanted. I asked him for 4 days a week. I asked him to schedule me Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday.
Hmm.
For a while, they scheduled me like they'd be on and off weeks. They consistently schedule me Saturday and Sunday, and
Hmm.
then here and there they'll schedule me maybe Monday or Wednesday.
Hmm.
But since like the past 3 months they've only scheduled me like Saturday and Sunday. They haven't scheduled me any other day.
Okay. And then coming to something like this, you were just looking to make more money, more time freedom, all that jazz.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then looking at something like this, I mean, is this like one of your first calls ever that you ever helped on, or?
Yeah, this is definitely my first call I've hopped on.
Okay. And again, with like, coming to something like the online space, right? I mean, have you previously tried anything before, like besides high ticket sales, like maybe drop shipping,
Yeah,
Amazon VA?
I've tried a little getting into like investing and stuff, but I haven't really tried any like drop shipping or any other online stuff like that. No.
Why not?
I guess I never really just have the drive to like start it, and it's like some things I've been hearing here and there on the internet, but I wasn't trying to let some things influence me too much. But I guess it's just I never really had the drive to start it, like to try it. Like, I never really picked up that like let me just try this. I didn't do it.
Okay. So like what actually shifted now then that made you, want to hop on a call like this and get into something where you can put in work?
Yeah. From that time, I've been just thinking, right? Because I've been like, there's definitely people on the internet that will scam. Some things just won't work out for some people this here and there, right? Thinking like some things won't work out here, but like I was like, what's the like problem in just trying something out? Like you never really know if you could really like get somewhere with something. So I was like, I might as well just try it, see where I can go. And if I don't make it, then it's okay.
Okay. Well, what do you mean by if you don't make it, it's okay?
Like if I'm not successful in that area, or if I don't get like any job in that area or any work in that area, then like I guess at least I tried, but like, yeah, I can't. It's just more of like if I tried to get something in there, if I tried it out and then like I just wasn't successful in it, I wasn't able to get any position, any job or anything, then like maybe there's a different thing I could do that could help me more.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, the thing is with like all this online space stuff, right? Like, all the stuff you can do online besides sales. I mean, everything out there works, dude. I'll tell you that right now, right? You can try drop shipping, you can try day trading, you can try copywriting, you can try doing sales, something like this, right? You can also try doing a lot of other stuff that online, but everything works, right? Everything works. You just got to put in the work, and obviously your investment, right? You're gonna invest into a mentorship, a course, or something like that. Something like this is a mentorship, right? We teach you the skill set, we place you on an offer, but I mean, coming to something like this, I mean, you said previously before you didn't have any drive. Like, I know I already asked you this, but like, what actually changed now?
Like, as in what changed in like my drive, or like what just made me decide to like,
decide to like make an actual like
to actually do something.
Yeah, because you hopped on this call for a reason, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, I was looking. I guess it's just the opportunity seemed like it seemed like how do I put it? It seemed like a good opportunity, and I couldn't really see any reason in my mind why like it wouldn't necessarily work. It seemed like something it seemed like something that'd be like something that's actually like seems like credible to extent.
Okay, credible, like something like more simple. Okay.
Simple, around one of those lines, yeah.
Okay, well, it's simple. I'll tell you that right now, but it's not easy, right? Like a lot of people, they try to come into sales.
Yeah,
it's like a skill set. It's not an asset that you hold, like kind of like crypto, right? It's not something that you hold or like that you can leverage around that goes up, goes down. This is something like you use throughout your whole entire life, right? Kind of like like video games, dude. Like I put in most Gen Z terms ever, right? I mean, you can play video games all you want, right? I mean, there's like certain games you're just gonna suck at naturally, right?
yeah.
Like you ever played, I don't know, with your friends before?
Yeah,
Right?
I play games, yeah.
Okay. And then like you ever have that one trash friend that's just no matter how much time he puts into the game, he's just always trash?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's basically what sales is, right? There's gonna be some people who they're just not, just not meant for it, let's be real.
Yeah.
Coming to something like this, I mean, making that 5K a month, I mean, like what would you actually need out of me and Andrew to actually get you to that 5K?
What would I need you guys to do? Like, what would I need out of you guys?
Yeah, just so we have a better understanding.
Yeah, I was looking for more of like a clear path as to how to get like into necessarily the work, like the work to be able to actually like work towards it, like the job you guys are doing, like
Hmm.
because I didn't necessarily know if there's like any place like you could apply to be somebody's like a setter or anything.
Oh, okay,
So
placements. Okay.
yeah, I was looking more for like a guide on how to like actually get into the work, like
Oh, okay. Like from point A to point B, the training, the guidance, and then
yeah,
obviously the placement for you kind of make that 5K.
yeah.
Okay. And like I guess like getting to that 5K, like let's say the next, I don't know, like 2 or 3 months, like what would actually be different coming from $800 a month to 5K a month that you can't do right now?
Like what would be different in my life?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think if I could make that much in a month, I could pay the rest off from my car, like after like probably 2 months. Um, would be much different. I think I could also start like help my parents out to like save up more for like to help them like if I'm trying to go to college because I was trying to go to college for chemical engineering.
Oh,
Trying, yeah, I
fuck.
also I could get some bread to like help them out like paying for that because I don't know if my parents could actually like pay for all that because so I might not be able to go into that. So that's why I was trying to get scholarships in that area too. And stuff.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
you're in your second semester of high school. You're looking to get into college to pursue that career?
Yeah, I was trying to get a little bit into chemical engineering because it was something that interested me.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was gonna go into college for it.
Okay.
And
And then I mean, if you're coming into something like high ticket sales, like how do I say it? What's the reasoning behind going to college or uni? Is it just to make more money?
why I want to go into chemical engineering isn't for more money.
Yeah, like what's the reason behind that? If you're going to, I guess, like the online route.
Oh, like okay, so if I did go into this, why would I go to college after it?
Yeah, I
Like
mean, because I mean, what you're looking for is like, I guess, like more time freedom, more money. But coming into like and like chemical engineering, like you wanted to pursue, right? You think that's like the college route. Like, what's the reason behind that?
what's the reason I want to pursue that route?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just been the route that's been in my mind like for a while, like since about like last year, and then it was a job that interested me, like
Hmm.
chemical engineering, because I'd looked a bit into it and like because me personally, out of all of the subjects in school that I'm good at, like I'm good at science and math, and I'm like a mixture of that. And I kind of, I just took some time because people usually think and say like, think what college you want to go, what do you want to do in this and that third. It just seemed like the standard. Like it was also a mixture of my parents because they wanted me to go to college at least because they think that's the only way to be successful. Things like that too.
Uh, yeah. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Is going that route the reason? I mean, is it simply because your parents want you to go there? Or is that why you want to go kind of like, I guess, like the more traditional route?
It's a mixture of like it's a mixture of like my parents expecting you to go there at the same
Hmm.
time, right? Because this was my thinking, right? My
Hmm.
parents expected me to go there, and I was like, if I'm gonna go, like I might as well find something I actually want to do there. So that's why I picked chemical engineering. I found some interest for it, but it's not like I want to go to college. Like, oh yeah, I definitely want to go to college. Like, it's not necessarily like
Hmm.
big like that.
Okay, because I mean, dude, I'll tell you right now, because if you're going to something like high ticket sales, you're making 5K a month. I mean, what's the reasoning behind going to chemical engineering? And it's fine if you have a passion for it, right? By all means, go for it. But if it's just the money and the time freedom, what's the real reasoning behind going there, right? Because like I'm very like confused about like why go that route.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The question is that question is valid because I mean that's true. Like, I guess it's mostly because that's just the route that had just been in my mind, and it was just like
Hmm.
I guess it was just on my mind. I didn't really necessarily think of cutting that route. I guess,
Hmm. Okay.
but
Well,
yeah, it's not necessarily like about a passion as to why I want to pursue that route. No, it's a mixture of like I said, my parents expect me to, and I was a little interested in it, but
Okay. And then, I mean, you said like your parents expect you to. I mean, is it like why do they expect you to go there? Is it just because they want you to be successful, want you to
Yeah,
succeed in life?
they think college is like the only way to get like good jobs is to be successful in this. Yeah,
Okay. And then with the car payment you mentioned, I mean, like how much is that? You said it's going to take like next 2 months if you're making 5K a month.
yeah, because the car was like around I think 11K, and I put like a down payment of like 1,000 on it, and I pay like 235 for it each month, and then my insurance is 200. So
Uh, okay. Have you been consistent with your payments?
yeah, I've been able to pay it all so far. Yeah,
Okay, fire, dude. I mean, so you're looking to around 2 more months, right? 5K, 5K.
yeah,
Okay. And then like what else would I guess like tangibly be different for you, right? Because making $800 all the way to like $5,000 a month is like it's not a normal jump, dude. It's a huge jump.
it is a big difference. Yeah, yeah. I mean, what else would be different for me? I guess I'd also probably be able to move. I think I could be more dependent on myself rather than my parents. I think
And real quick, you said you're in high school. Like, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, okay, so you're able to move out your own.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you'd be able to move out, get your own place. I mean, like what else though?
Um, I just feel like I'd probably be able to get more stuff I want and need. You know, I'd probably be able to just improve quality, like places where money is necessary to act on. I'd probably be able to improve areas in my life, what's an example of that? Um, I could probably also get a better car, but I'm not too worried about the car I have right now. It's not bad, so I'm not really like too worried about getting a better car.
Mhm.
But I guess the main thing that'd be different for me is like I just be a lot more independent. I could be more financially stable for myself rather than being so dependent on my parents to do everything for me, like mostly.
Mm.
And yeah, I think I could just get more stuff that I'd personally want or like to, to buy or more stuff to like personally improve my own life. And I'd also be able to use my money where I want to use it. Like if I was to go and like more into investing, I could use the money I want to like try to make more, I guess.
Okay. Like basically invest into yourself, pay off the car debt, and then be more financially stable and free, right? Like just have that time freedom, have that location freedom.
Yeah.
And you said you were relying on your parents too much?
I wouldn't say I'm like relying on them a lot, but I'm just not as financially independent, I guess. Yeah. I'm very financially dependent on my parents, I say. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then is that like where they come in, how to like, pay certain stuff for you?
Huh?
Is that like kind of like where they swoop in and then just pay certain stuff for you that you can't pay off yourself?
Yeah, because my parents are the ones who pay the bill for the house and everything and all that. And like the at first my dad he paid for like the first 2 months of my car too and, and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, they come in to pay for stuff when I can't pay for it myself, or like just stuff that I need for school and stuff. And he also paid for my AP exams that I took a couple times. Paid for that too. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. I mean, if you're making $800 a month, I mean, was there a reason why you weren't able to pay off like the car debt? I mean, you make more
No,
than
no,
enough to pay
oh,
off,
yeah,
right?
that was around like when I first started, but now for personally for the car, I can manage that myself and stuff. But other than that, with the AP exam and stuff, that around the time I guess my dad he didn't want to ask me to pay for it, so he decided to just pay for himself.
Oh, okay. And then, I mean, dude, it seems like you have loving parents, right? Like they
Yeah,
obviously care about you. They want you to succeed, right? And getting to that 5K month where you're able to, pay off the debt and then just be financially free, financially stable, and be able to like move out. I mean, like, where would you even move out to?
like as in like what state I want to go to, or like just
Or
like
just anywhere, dude? Because like you
just
want to be
any.
more financially free, right?
Yeah, yeah. If I were to move out, I'd probably. Hmm, I might either. I might either stay in Iowa because I'm like I've lived here for like probably 11 years now. I'm like mostly familiar with the year.
Mhm.
But there are a couple other states that I'd be interested in moving. Like Wisconsin's not a bad place. I've been a little interested in moving to Minnesota here and there, and
Mm.
yeah, it's just yeah.
Okay. I mean, like I guess being able to like move to those certain places. I mean, like how would that actually make you feel if you're able to do all those things? Like make
If
that
I,
jump from 800 to 5K.
like, how would that make me feel?
Yeah.
I'd probably be happy. I'd probably be calm, and I'd be like, I feel more. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Just more like I could do. I did this myself. I can manage on my own.
Okay, just having that more of like that certainty that you can handle yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess like with how you're doing things now, dude. I mean, making $800 a month, right? I mean, a lot of high schoolers aren't even making a single dime, right? I mean, you're making $800 a month, at least that's something.
Yeah.
But I mean, with how you're currently doing things now, I mean, are you close to making that 5K you want to make?
Like as in saving up, or as in like price, like how much I get paid a month.
Yeah, like a month.
No, I don't think I'm close to it right now.
Okay, and like, how do I say it? I mean, we're clear where we want to go, right? As in terms of like, we want to make 5K a month. You want to do all this amazing stuff, right? Because trust me, like it really does change your life. It's very life changing coming from 800 to like 5K, right? It's a huge jump. Um, I guess like people, right? Most people, nothing ever changes for them when they invest into a certain program because they don't really have a big why, right? They don't really have, I guess, like a big reason as to wanting to make a change because they only think about the dream, the money, the lifestyle, the cars. I know you say you didn't really care about that kind of stuff, like in terms of like, getting a new car, you're satisfied with the car you have right now. But that's why they never, ultimately get to where they want to go, right? So I guess my question to you is what happens if you never get to feel what it's like to hit that 5K month, be able to move out and like, do everything else you want to do, like be able to live off on your own, pay off your own debt just because you keep working at, Walmart and keep doing what you've been doing.
If that was the case, if I wasn't able to do those things I wanted to do, I don't think I'd be like as happy in life as I'd want to be, or as I currently like somewhat am.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be a lot more like, I think I'd be a lot more solo, a little gloomy maybe.
Right. Okay.
I
And
would it would affect me. It would affect me emotionally. Like a bit. I'd be like if I had to keep working on Walmart, if I couldn't do those things, I'd just be like, I would not to use bad. I would like kind of feel like a bum maybe a little bit.
no, I get that, dude. I used to be in the same position, but so I mean, this might sound like an obvious question, but it's not. Like, are you willing to settle for that life as a reality? Like, are you willing to continue settling for that?
What, the 800 a month at Walmart?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm trying.
Okay.
I don't want to.
And like, why now though? Because like, there's always a new me, new year guy, right? Started that on Monday. Why actually draw that line of sand and make that change?
Why like make a change now?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to start somewhere. Like I can't just keep sitting around waiting for like, oh, maybe I'll do it then. I mean, I just came to the conclusion like I can't just keep sitting around and be like it'll come eventually. Cause like I guess to extent my mentality to extent somewhat before was like maybe something lucky will just drop on me and then I'll just like be fortunate somewhere. But I'm like, that's just not how it works. Like you gotta go do something yourself. You can't expect change without like putting something out there yourself, like putting effort. You gotta put yourself out there to make that change.
Right. And being a person who's like putting, this out there to actually make that change, not just wishing on a shooting star. I mean, whose responsibility is it to make that change?
It's my responsibility.
Right. So do you feel like it's possibly time for a change then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, based on what you told me, Pa, I think what we do would actually work for you. So can I quickly explain exactly what we do to actually like get you from that 800 to like that 5K a month?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second. I'll share my screen. Let me know if you can see it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. Perfect. So as you know, this is Andrew right here, right? This is how he helps his students learn and master remote high ticket sales, right? So before I explain how we're able to do this, right, I need to tell you about our third batch of students, right? So multiple students who join revenue ops, right? They're closing, they're constantly landing crazy offers. And the reason why I said third batch of students is because we previously had a first batch of students, right? There was around like 50 of them. We still train them up. We still continue placing them on crazy offers. The thing is, we don't want a whole Discord community where it's like a list of like 500 students and then there's no real communication, right? So
Yeah.
that's why we have a section off to like 50 students on the first batch. Second batch, we've done with the second batch already. There's a couple more than 50. And then now we're currently on a third batch, right? We're sitting around 20 to 30 students, right? So we're still looking for, a couple more. And then once we're done with these, price goes upper and then, more students, more communities, right? But the plan of action all comes down to 4 essential steps, right? So the first step is skill acquisition and sales master, right? This is for complete beginners, right? People who don't have any skill whatsoever in terms of like sales. What we'll do, pretty much teach you the exact scripts, objection handling, closing frameworks used by top 1% setters and closers. And then how it helps you. You don't have to guess no more what to say. You pretty much get battle tested strategies that make you sound super confident, credible, and trustworthy, right? So these steps include anywhere from high ticket sales, psychology, and buyer behavior, proving call frameworks for discovery and closing, handling objections with confidence. So you pretty much leave knowing you can close anywhere from 3, 40, 50, even 60K, right? And just to go more in depth, you get to master tonality, understand how to use your voice and tone correctly, how to build pain, urgency, and build value, right? And there's like a lot of deep psychological stuff that comes into this, right? So you get to understand exactly how your prospects think, what drives them, and how to ethically lead into buying decision, right? Because you don't want to, sell them something that they don't even want to buy, right? And the second step is the best, honestly, in my personal opinion, I think this is one of the best things we provide, right? This is offer selection, industry access, right? So this is where placement comes in, job opportunities, right?
Yeah.
We help you choose and secure a high ticket offer that fits your strengths and real demand. So how we go about this, we avoid wasting shady, low paying offers, right? We actually do market research into thriving high ticket industries, right? It matches your exact personalities, your exact strengths into the right offers, setting up interviews with vetted company. So these are just some of the companies we actually work for, right? Some of them, they need like some dialers. Some of them need some closers with like AI agencies. Some of them are looking for like a trading launch, right? For like day trading, people who sell, let's say, experience booking and calls for inbound leads. So they didn't specifically say, but this is like high quality type of leads. And then Andrew, he will personally work with you one-on-one to train you for your interview, come up with a game plan in order to increase your job success rate. So obviously, we're training you up for your actual first interview where you can actually land it and start making crazy commissions, right? So here are some opportunities, right? 4K a month for setters for fitness. You can sell a lot of things in terms of high ticket sales, right? There's 3K a month for e-coms, kind of like drop shipping. Right here's for fitness. Right here's for credit and funding for like business owners who want to, get some leverage in for they can actually buy certain stuff or they can invest, right? And then the third step is real world simulation and feedback, right? So we do role plays, mock plays. We do the live feedback from real high ticket closers. And how it helps you, it builds muscle memory for high pressure sales situations without just, winging it or losing real deals, right? These steps include mock calls with real students. And we actually have a coach, his name is F, and he's currently coaching the students right now. So once you do decide to get into our community, then you'll be pretty much just training up from there on. And then Andrew also coaches you one-on-one. We do live objection handling drills. We give you detailed feedback and correction after every session. So you're pretty much ready before any real call you have, right? Whether it's dialing, hopping on a closing call with a computer, right? And the final step is placement and ongoing mentorship. So once we place into a vetted high ticket role, we keep getting you as you grow. Just like the first batch of students and the second batch of students, now on to the third, we still keep getting you as you grow. So let's say we move on to the fourth batch, you're still going to be in communication with us. You're still going to get offers placement. Let's say the offer you're on shut down or didn't, they're not, doing so well. You feel like you're on the next level and you feel like you can actually, scale to something more of a, I guess, like higher role. Then you can reach out to us. You can let us know, hey, I'm making like anywhere from like 3 to 4K here. I feel like I can, hop onto a different offer, make anywhere from like 5 to 6K, and then you just kind of go up from there, right? And then you're never alone after graduation, right? We're invested to your long-term success, right? We give you direct instructions to hiring companies, onboarding guidance for you to enroll, weekly mentorship calls to troubleshoot and scale. So let's say a call didn't go as well you wanted to, right? Like let's say you hopped on the dial or a closing call, and something happened, some hiccup happened, and you're like, shoot, okay, I messed up on this part. Let Andrew know. Let me let the coach know. And then once we actually dive deep into what exactly happened, we can tell you what you can do better on, how to correct certain stuff in terms of like your process, what went wrong, why the prospect act a certain way. And now on top of all the features, here's how Andrew's mentorship is structured, right? So right after this call, when you do decide to join, if you do, right, there'll be the 15 to 20-minute onboarding call. It'll be one-on-one with Andrew to clear up any fears, confusion around sales, landing a role. And the next steps is get a clear, personalized plan to start making money in high ticket sales, right? So it's fully customized to you. It's not some, generic course module videos. We actually don't provide visual modules simply because if you look on YouTube, high ticket sales, you search it up, you can watch all the free resources in the world. The thing is, we simply don't provide that simply because we think it's more valuable that you hop on the calls with us and actually, communicate with us. We do role plays, we do mock call sales, and we actually, guide you in person live, right? It's better that way than just watching some YouTube videos. But yeah, is there any questions about how this program is structured besides like the price itself?
I guess not necessarily with a closer like work. Like how necessarily does their work go about? Like in a bit more detail.
Yeah, so DM setters, that's the people who hop on the text messages. Usually for these offers, foreign people who can't necessarily like speak English, they hop on these offers, right? So they're just texting as the offer owner. They get 5% commission. So let's say they're closing a $10,000 package, right? And then they get 5% of that. What is that? Like $500?
Yeah.
Right? And then let's say it's a lower ticket package, like 5K. That's like $250 out of a close booking that they set, right? And then there's a dialer, the same thing, same percentage as them, right? Dialers, to get our industry standard is 5%. So let's say you're dialing someone up, you book the appointment, and then now they hopped on the closing call. And let's say the closer actually closes him, right? Like for 10%, for 10K or 5K, right? So again, 5%, 500 or 250. Closer, industry standard is 10%. So let's say closer closes a 10K, dude. That's $1,000 in just 45 to an hour call, right? So whether it's like selling, I don't know, like a fitness offer, there's people just buy anything these days. I'll be real with you, right? So there's money to be made, right?
Yeah.
I have some friends who are on crazy weird offers, like who Clav is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the looks maxing guy. He literally has a course like about looks maxing, right? 5K, 10K. He has those packages. And then I have a friend who's also on the BBL offer. Dude, you can sell pretty much anything in this industry, right? That's why everyone loves it so much. But coming in something like this, dude, there's industry standard texting 5%, dialing 5%, closing calls 10%. And then there's like other stuff you can branch into, right? In terms of like sales managing. There's like more higher roles, like executive roles, but I won't go into that simply because all you need to know right now is setting and closing, right? That's all you need to know. I didn't even know what all these other things were until like 6 months into iTicket sales, simply because I was so focused on setting appointments, closing deals. That was where I was at, right? But does that kind of answer your question in terms of like how it's kind of?
Yeah, that answers pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and then every offer you hop on is going to be different. So every offer is going to be like, hey, do you accept Zelle? Hey, do you accept PayPal? Like it's very different for every offer, right? It's never going to be the same payment process. And yeah, it's just kind of going to be different all the time. But yeah, is there any other questions so far about like the program itself?
No, I don't think I have any questions right now.
Okay, and like based on like a scale 1 out of 10, like 1 being you don't feel like this is something for you, you think you just continue doing what you've been doing, or 10 being like, yeah, I think this is something for me. I think I can truly do something like this if I get the right guidance, the right structure in place, and an actual game plan where I can actually land the role.
Yeah, I do 10. I think if I get the right guidance, I think.
Okay, and like what makes you say a 10? Like 1 out of like a 2 or a 5?
Say that again?
Yeah, like what makes you say a 10 specifically? Like 1 out of like a 2 or 5?
1 out of 2 or 5? It's just from what you just explained, like from the slides and stuff, gaining a little bit more understanding. It's like I'm positive. Like me personally, I really feel positive that if I get the right guidance, if I really like learn bit by bit, like really get the idea and like more for it, I think this is really something I can do. Yeah.
Right. That's typically what we hear from a lot of students because we make it so easy for you. So like it's like unless you were to give up and just decided, hey, I'm not going to do high ticket sales. I quit. I don't want to do sales. I hate sales.
Yeah.
Which I mean, dude, we give you the right guidance. I don't know why you would hate sales, but I mean, that's the only way you would ever lose, right? If you don't give up, if you don't quit, and you stay persistent, you stay actually like committed to something like this, that's when people see the results the fastest. Because when you come in with full conviction, full straight like intention of like, hey, I'm gonna train every day. I'm gonna actually put in the work. I'm gonna actually put in my commitment. Then that's when you start like seeing real progress faster, right? Because
Yeah.
imagine you were learning something you didn't even want to learn it. Like imagine like it's like reading a book you don't even want to read. Like
Yeah.
it's like
You're not.
you're not gonna be able to read the book fast enough. That's why coming to something like this, I want all our students, right? Andrew wants all his students to actually come in fully committed. So I mean that's good, but yeah, in order to get the resources to get to that 5K a month, right? Be able to pay off that debt, be able to move out, be financially free, financially stable, be able to have that location freedom and stop working at Walmart, right? Making $800 a month is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's just gonna be a one-time investment of $500. How do you want to proceed?
Say it again.
It's going to be a one-time investment of $500. How do you want to proceed?
So I have to pay 500 to start.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just a one-time investment. Usually these prices are around 1, 2, even 3K, but simply because Andrew is just barely starting up his program, right? We're in a third batch of students. He's around 500 followers. We are pricing on the low end simply because, yeah, he is a smaller creator.
I mean, 500 is all I have, though. So it's like it's kind of a hard, tough decision to make right now.
Really? Okay. So is it just
I think I need some time to like think it over.
Okay, real quick, dude, because like honestly, the money is the easy part. We can actually handle that, right? But like in terms of like the like I guess the process, do you generally feel like this can actually help you out? Like that's the most important part.
I'd say yeah. I do think it could.
Okay, why do you feel like it can though?
I think if it's true to what I'm hearing, I do see like I see like I do see it working if it's true. Like if the guidance and all that is really like true to like what you say it is, like if it's credible to what you say it is, I do see it working from how I view it from my vision. So yeah.
Okay, and like just so we get go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to be like a little cautious. I'm not trying to like.
Yeah, I get you. There's a lot of stuff online.
Yeah.
Okay, but real quick, like bills and expenses aside, I mean, like what do you have left over? Because I know you said you have like that car expense that you got to pay every month, right? This month, what are we like February 4th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and like with that car expense, I know you said it was around like $300 something. I don't want to put you in a situation where you gotta rely on your parents to pay. Excuse me. That you got to rely on your parents to pay off your car payment. So like what do you actually have set aside to where you can actually commit to this and get into something like this where you can start making money in high ticket sales?
Wait, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, like bills and expenses aside, like how much do you have set aside for this?
How much money do I have set aside for this?
Yeah, because I know you said 500 is all you have, but I do understand, dude, that you're making $100 a month and you have a car payment coming up this month that's around $300 something. So I don't want to put you in a bad position where you have to rely on your parents and it's just making you look bad, right? So realistically, like what are you working with, dude? Just so we can help it out.
Like how much would I be willing to offer, or like how much am I like? I'm trying to understand the question fully. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like how much like do you have set aside for something like this? Because I know you have that car payment coming up.
Okay, like how much could I like set aside to put into this to?
Yeah, for you to do a payment plan.
I haven't really thought about that for real.
Okay. Well, I mean, let me ask you this: like, if we were to provide a payment plan, would that actually like help you like move forward with something like this, where you can get to that 5K month?
Yeah, but I just feel like me personally, I like to take time to like really think about my decisions before I like launch it.
Is like, let me ask you: is that how you always made decisions? Like, just kind of taking your time and like all that good?
Some extent, yeah. Mostly, I like to use that time like where I really like just think in solitude to myself and like consider all aspects.
Yeah, and can I share a perspective around that, like around like that thought process?
Say it again.
Can I share a perspective around that, like around that like
Yeah,
kind of thought process?
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, knowing that that's the way you've been making decisions, I mean, that's where's that ultimately led you to?
I mean, right now I'm where I am with my job. You know.
Right. And you're making, I don't say this is a bash on you, right? Making $800 a month. I'm saying this because it's giving you like a reality check in terms of like how you've been making like decisions, right? Because let's say, I don't know, like an overweight person, right? He's only fat because of the decision process he's been making to get to like that freaking, 300 pounds. But if we look at a fit person, he has a good decision making process in terms of his health and his fitness, right? Like he goes to the gym, he eats healthy, he eats, pretty much everything he needs to eat, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a business owner too, right? Do you think that, I mean, they use their own money, or do they use like money from the bank to actually leverage to buy like all those like big buildings where they could invest?
I'm pretty sure they usually take out loans from banks. I think.
Right, they do, because that's the way they make decisions. They knew that they can actually leverage their money for and the credit as well. But knowing that's how you made decisions, dude, I mean, like, where do you think that's going to take you if you keep making decisions that way and you don't get to that 5K a month?
I mean, where would that take me? I'm not exactly sure because I also kind of have this thought where I'm like, you never really know where you'll really end up, right? I
Mhm.
don't like to be like an idiot who just believes in random things happening, but
Yeah.
I don't like just instantly think that like, oh, just because this one path doesn't work, therefore I'm not gonna be able to get another path. Like, I think because
Mhm.
I personally feel like I have a drive to achieve something at the very least. If I yeah, like I think I can work towards something. Me personally, I think I can be successful somewhere. I think I have the drive to do that.
Right. And I love that, dude. Like, motivation is a lot, right? That's like one step. But motivation will only take you so far if you don't actually have a right structure in place, a right guidance, and the right game plan to actually get you to where you want to go, right? Because you're telling me that, you're making $800 a month and you want to go the college route, go to chemical engineering, making money there, spend what, like 2 to 4 years there, then go in debt with, your parents helping you out. I mean, we got to look at it realistically, dude. The statistics of people actually having success from college or uni is at an all-time low right now, right? And I'm not saying this to like, foreshadow any kind of like bad, like anything like bad energy onto you, but it's just being real with you, right?
Yeah,
So coming to something like this, right? Like you can do any type of stuff online, right? But what I'm telling you is right now, the way you've been making things has led you to making $800 a month and still working that same job for the past year, right? Do you think it's time to actually like shift that perspective and come into a different mindset where you can make a change?
yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's just
You guess or
it's kind of more of like I just wasn't expecting. I mean, I kind of guess I did somewhat think that there might like be a price onto like a course to
Mhm.
like to get into the course at least, but I wasn't thinking like because I'm more thinking you don't necessarily have to like pay to get a job, but for
Mhm.
definitely like a course usually that people offer to train you and stuff, I do feel like there probably would be like
Yeah. Okay. One thing, dude, this isn't a course. This is a mentorship, right? If it was a course, we provide a ton of videos, right? You can look on YouTube, you can do your own research, whatever.
yeah,
But coming to something like this, we actually give you the game plan. We hop on one-on-one calls with you. We do group coaching calls every single day. Even when we're not doing one-on-ones, when we're not doing the group coaching calls, the students are still active every single day, putting in the hours, putting in the reps, putting in the role plays, right? So with a community of like-minded individuals who actually have that drive, same as you said, right? What makes you think that this wouldn't work out for you?
it's just I guess it's just that possibility of like the unknown, just that possibility, that slight possibility that I personally don't know like that I might fail because no human knows the future.
Right.
So I guess it's just that possibility thought of like you never really know what could happen in the future.
Right. And that's just uncertainty around just the future, right? Uncertainty around yourself in terms of like your skill set and where you can go. Because I know, right, if I was to be, I don't know, like let's say put in a random place just out of middle of nowhere, I know that with my capabilities, my skill set, the way I like carry myself, I know I can go out and anywhere in the world and make money there, right? Simply because I have the skill set. I know I can make 10K. I know I can make 5K, right? It's not like, how do I say it, where you just, stay the same spot forever. Once you actually get the skill set, it's something you use for life, right? But what do you think is riskier, dude? Like you saying exactly where you're at, keep making that $800 a month and then pursue the college route, get in debt, spend 2 to 4 years there, or coming to something like this, spend the 500 where you can actually get to that 5K month and be paying off that car debt and then be financially free and financially stable. What do you think is riskier?
And the college route does seem like the more risky route. Like it probably there's a lot of risk in that route. Yeah, I'd say.
Okay, what makes you say
But
that? Like, there's a lot of risk there.
because with the college route, like you said, like there's college debt, like student loans, all this, and like it's like what if like I start the course in college, right? If I start the degree and it's like way too hard for me or something like there's always that possibility that there's just I see a lot of risk because engineering itself, like I hear a lot on the internet, this difficult people saying they lose hair and all that, like so it's always that possibility of like I just feel like in the college route there's definitely like more like risk as to if I can really accomplish it. Not necessarily say it's just yeah, somewhat along those lines.
Okay, and like, why do you think this is less riskier? Like, if you were to go down this path and commit to something like this.
I just feel like this path seems a little less risky because it seems to be like it seems more like the path seems more clear. That's to extent. It seems more clear, but it's like I just don't want to like get scammed. That's the somewhat.
Okay, is that where like the biggest concern is around? Like just like being scammed, losing all your money, and then not, actually getting the results?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, dude, like what's behind that? Like thinking that this is a scam?
It's not. I feel like there's a lot of because me personally, I've been scammed out of $40 before. So like I saw
Okay.
there's a lot of people on the internet that potentially lead you to think something this convince you, and then at the end you just find out it's all just a big scam. So
Right.
I was trying to be a little bit more cautious, you know. So I was
Yeah.
trying to.
And I can respect that, dude. Like you're being cautious, right? You're very careful in terms of like your last $500. And trust me, I've been the same way, dude. I was 17 years old. I invested in my first mentorship, dropped my last $400, and I was 17 at the time, still in high school, and I was scared shitless, dude. Right? And I was just being real with you, right? First mentorship I invested into, it was supposed to be 1.5K. It wasn't even 500 cheap as this, right? Knowing that this is way cheaper, dude. I mean, I already know it's like all your money still, but dude, like you gotta have some balls one day, right? And not just being like man to man, but knowing that like you keep thinking it's a scam and whatnot. But when with that $40 you spent in the past, like what did you actually spend that money into? Like what was it
No,
exactly?
so basically, what happened was somebody on Instagram had faked like an account of like a family member I had, and they texted me and they said like for an emergency they needed it. They needed like $40, right? And at the time, I thought like I wasn't really being cautious. I didn't really question like because I didn't really question like is this really them? So I was like after that time I sent the account.
Okay,
And,
and how long ago was this?
huh?
How long ago was this?
Months ago now. But after that, I was just like, I gotta be like a little bit more cautious because I kind of went into a loop with it, believing that it was my family member without really like questioning if it could be a fake account or not. I really hadn't taken that into consideration.
Right.
So yeah, so I was
Okay.
just thinking I just had to be a little bit more cautious. Like, I can't just
Right. And like being more cautious is good, right? Like, obviously being aware, being very self like careful, because it is your last 500. Like, I'm not saying like it's not, good to be cautious, but at the same time, dude, if we never take a chance and we never bet on ourselves to actually make that change to that 5K month version of ourselves, right? What do you think that 5K month version of ourselves would actually do right here, right now to actually like make that change and get over that limiting belief of, oh, it's a scam, oh, I don't know if I can do it?
What I think my 5K version of myself would do
Yeah.
or say. I'm not really sure. I'm assuming if my 5K version of me were to come, they'd be like, yeah, you should do it. Just like what's the question? What was I trying to say? Probably 5K version of me would be like, you might be cautious and all, but you gotta like take the risk, I guess they say.
Okay. So knowing that that's the risk you got to take, what do you feel like you have to do right here, right now, to actually become that 5K version of yourself?
I mean, I feel like the answer would be to take that risk. But for me personally, I feel like I need time to like really think to really take that risk. Like I can't take the risk like in the moment sometimes. I just need a little bit of time to think.
Okay. Why is that? Like time to think. Like what is there to think about? I've shown you everything.
Yeah, but it's just it's just like it's me personally. I
Mhm.
like to weigh like everything. I like to review like
Mhm.
everything that happened like in my mind, like through memories. Like okay, they told me this, they said this, and often I might like if it's specific to a person, I might often look more into something a little bit, and then I'll like see if like not that's not so much, but more so
Mhm.
like I just review everything in my head, and it's like it's almost like reviewing for a test, somewhat, but just like review and like come to a conclusion from my review.
Right. And that's fine, dude. But the only thing time creates is uncertainty, right? The more you take, the longer you take in terms of like studying, looking around, reviewing, it's just going to prolong the process of actually getting to that 5K month, right? And I'll tell you this right now, when I invested into that 1.5K mentorship, right, it was my last $400. We did a payment plan, right? I put down 200, then we did the next 200. I already landed a roll, and I was paying the rest from there on, right? And then I went on to invest into other mentorships, right? This isn't, that wasn't my first mentorship that I invested into. Coming to something like this, dude, right? I'll tell you this right now, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something where it's just like an overnight success that you make, like 5K the next day. It's going to take probably like a month, right? It's going to probably take a few weeks to probably get that skill set, land an offer. We can actually make some money, right? So knowing that, I mean, like obviously you want to take your time, you want to look into this. Like, dude, I was the same way, right? Like, I'm not here to judge you, but at the same time, I mean, dude, you just got to look yourself in the mirror and realize that if I don't make this change, what do I do then, right? Like, what, I just go to college, go to uni, continue the more traditional route instead of the untraditional route, right?
Yeah, and I guess also like I don't necessarily see the rush to like
Mhm.
right now to just like immediately just start right now. I don't see the rush.
Okay, and like, what's
I'm
the
on,
reason behind that?
because I guess it doesn't feel like there's gonna be anything like any drastic change unless the door is gonna close for me if I don't take the offer right now. I don't think I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna go. But yeah, I just don't see the rush because I guess I kind of think that the door would be open to extent to buy the course still after like just
Mhm.
a little bit to think. No, I'm not saying like I'll take like months or weeks or days to think. Just yeah.
Right. Okay. And I mean, knowing that you want to take time to think about it, I mean, what is it exactly that you need to see that makes you, think that's still a scam? Because I'll show you proof, dude. Like, what is it exactly that you need to see? Do you need to see the program itself? Like, I just
No,
so I better understand.
it's more of just like what's the word? It's more of like I just gotta make that decision to take the risk.
Hmm.
Because I don't
Okay.
like to make decisions like on a full decision like right off the bat. Like, if I'm
Mhm.
gonna do something it's not guaranteed that I'll do it to myself, but like let me just consider it first. Like at least one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said like it's just me personally. It's like I just like to give that like one time review first.
Okay. And like before hopping on this call, like you were like, what were you actually doing into like looking at Andrew's page?
What was I doing looking at Andrew's page?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like what kind of research?
I checked his most of his account. I saw on Instagram he had the what was it testaments in one of the highlights, and he also had proofs and this, that, and third.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, I picture in my mind like somebody could fake that, fabricate it, maybe, but like, it's still like I just like to get that review to be like, okay, I'm willing to take this risk, even if it's a scam, even if it could be.
Right. And dude, honestly, just like man to man, I'll show you what I've invested into in the past, right? There's like multiple different mentorships. Every single mentorship works, right? Whether you invested into this drop shipping mentorship or day trading mentorship or even another high ticket sales mentorship, it's all gonna work, dude. Right. So give me a second. Let me just screen share this. Can you see my screen share?
No, not yet.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we look at school 2 years ago, or yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago. I'm currently 19. This is when I was 17 years old. This is the first academy I'd invested into, right? This is a sales academy. This is where I learned my first just beginner role stuff, right? If you go to, this is a mentorship. This is not the mentorship you're investing into, by the way, that we're talking about. So we look at this, right? We search up Raul Ramos. I'm right here. This is over a year ago, dude. This was me training, role playing, and this is my first ever mentor here, Jacob May, right? These are other people I, had a community with. When was this? What? January 25. What? I'm just gonna say the year, but it was January 2020, probably like 2024 though. Look at this. January 25. All right. And then the academy we're talking about right here is this one, Revenue Ops Third Circle, right? So there was just a group coaching call that just happened, right? This is the Coach F, right? Where's everyone at, right? They just had a Q&A session, right? So they went over about like an hour, right? Just doing role plays, mock calls, right? And then this is the community we have right now in the third bachelor circle, right? So there's about, like 26 students. So we're still getting up a couple more. But this is how it's structured, dude, right? This is literally how it's going to go. And when you come into something like this, I mean, I want you to give your all, right? And you, I mean, like, is this like enough to like kind of like show you that this is something that you can do? And just be real with me, dog. I just want to know the truth.
Like what? If it's something I can do?
Like if it's something like you're less concerned about now, because what you're telling me is like, scams, you never done something like this before, and that's fine. I mean, that's the reason why we're on this call, right? Because if you have done something before, then you wouldn't be on this call, right? You'd probably be making money somewhere else in some other niche, probably, or maybe the same niche but in a different program.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm ready to what's the word? I'm not ready to invest into it. That's what.
Okay, and what's the reason behind that? Like you not feeling like you're ready? Because earlier you told me that you were the guy that actually like is driven, someone who actually
like if I'm definitely driven to do the work. It's a matter of like the uncertainty of whether like I'm getting scammed or not. That's mostly it, I'd say.
Right. And dude, I'm curious as to like what is that? Like what's the reason behind that? Because I've never had anyone come to a call without actually like committing, because you're thinking that this is a scam. I mean, like, is that how you always thought about like every single mentorship, every single program out there?
I don't think every single one of them is a scam, but I always weigh the possibility that like you never really know. Like I just feel like people could really like just fabricate, sell you a story just to get you buy it, and then you're fried after that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just yeah.
Okay. And I mean, dude, honestly, if like you don't come into this, I mean, it doesn't change my life, right? I set aside an hour for this. I'm going over an hour, right? I'm supposed to have another meeting, but I genuinely want to help you out, dude. The $50 commission, I don't care, right? It's $50 commission out of that 500, right? But coming into something like this, dude, I mean, what is it exactly that's holding you back? I know you said it's like more uncertainty around the investment itself because you think it's, a scam or whatnot, but I really want to know, like, why do you feel as if though something like this is like not credible?
Mhm. I mean, as to why I feel that way is it's mostly just because I'm just not sure if it really is. It's just I like I just don't. I'm not really sure. That's just it.
Okay. And you, I mean, dude, you can do all the research you want, but like I said, time only creates uncertainty, right? And I want to help you out, right? This isn't like the first call I've been on, right? I've let in 26 other students, right? This is the third batch of circles. And dude, what you told me about like making $800 a month and you wanting to, be able to pay out that car debt and move out, be financially free and whatnot. I mean, dude, I was literally in the same position as you. Actually, I was freaking worse, dude. I was way worse position. But coming into something like this, dude, I mean, if this is something you feel like you can do, I mean, dude, like I'm actually genuinely like curious, bro. Why do you feel like this is not something that, like, I guess you feel as if though that can get you to 5K?
Um, it's not that I feel like it can't get me to fight. It's just a matter of whether like it's true to what you're saying. That's mostly it.
Okay.
Cause
And
and also it's kind of like I don't see the rush. It's because it's like I don't feel like there'd necessarily be a rush to like buy it the day of getting introduced to like a offer.
mhm.
And then I guess it's just like it feels like you're trying to get me to buy it today, but I'm like I don't know. That's a little suspicious to me.
Okay, suspicious in what way?
It's just like you just. It's like it feels like you're trying to push me to make that decision, but it's like I don't see the rush in making that decision like immediately right now.
Hmm. Okay. And dude, it's if you don't want to get into something like this, that's fine. You feel like I'm pushing you. That's only because I'm holding the truth against you, right? Like telling you like you're making $800 a month and you're prolonging something like this. I mean, if it's not something for you, that's fine, dude. Right? Like I wish you the best. But in terms of like actually investing into a skill set, getting to something like this, making that 5K a month, right? We're always here. The price is just gonna go higher. And not saying that to, like scare you off, but it was the first batch, it was lower. Second
Yeah,
batch was cheaper as well. Third batch, 500. Fourth batch is going to be higher. Fifth batch, so on, right? It's always going to be higher. But I mean, it's ultimately up to you, dude. If you want to do research, that's fine. If you want Andrew to hop in this call, we can do that too. But I mean, whatever you want to do, where do you want to go from here?
yeah. I just think I need some time to like think for myself first. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's everything for me, bro. Honestly, I'm so sorry. Like I couldn't help you out, right? I'm so sorry I couldn't get you to that 5K. But do whatever you need to do, dude. Do that research you were looking to do. Right? I'm not here for the $50. It doesn't change my life. But yeah, I mean, I wish you the best, dude. And reach back to Andrew if you feel like this is something that's actually gonna, be something for you. If not, of course, pursue the, college route.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for giving me time.
See you. Bye.
Yep. See you.